Hey guys, Garden today, bringing a video. Today I'm going to show you guys something funny. So, I played against UB Slow, and I didn't know I played him until like just now. Like I'm not even joking. So he played a game, right? I played it. So we played each other, and then we both played a game, and then after I finished my game, I was like, okay, I'm off champions for the day. Let me go check out. So let me just go on YouTube, get some lunch. Right, it's 11 a.m. for me right now. So like, yeah, see, 11 a.m. So I was just like, okay, it's 11 a.m. Let me go watch some YouTube, get some food, and chillax. Do some chores maybe. And so I got on the UB Slow stream, and I'm just scrolling through the VOD, just wondering like what teams he's been using, like stuff like that. And I noticed, wait a second, that's me. He's playing me. And I realized, wait, he was my second last opponent of the day. So now we gotta go over, um, now we gotta go over the match, I guess. So I'm playing my new version of the Dragonite team, where I got rid of Dragonite for quotation marks new version of Dragonite, and it's me replacing the Dragonite with Floette. So yeah, so this team is very similar to the Humahara team, aka the Spy Anya team. I made some slight adjustments because the first I originally I was using just the straight Anya team, and my first game I lost because my Charizard was slower than theirs, because Humahara was using like all HP in defense and he only had 1 EV in speed. And had I been using like more investment into speed on the Charizard, then I would have won that game. So I was like, okay, I need to change the speed on this Charizard because I do not like slow Charizard. I firmly believe that you should put most of your investment into defense and HP when you're using Zard Y in this meta right now. Because the thing is, sorry, defense and speed, not defense and HP. The reason why you want to use defense and speed, so defense is so that way you can allocate less points into HP while still living like Garchomp Rockslide, and the speed is so that way you could outspeed like Max Glamora, Max timid Venusaur and Sun, etc., etc., which is like very important, you know. So that's my take on Charizard Y. Really, is just like yeah. Anyways, enough about that. Basically, I'll go over more about that stuff in my team report that I'll be posting later today or tomorrow, one of these days. It will be out there. I'm gonna put it out there eventually. Okay. So here we go. So it's Sash King Gambit here. So because of that, it lets me lead King Gambit very often in matchups where like I'm just like, hey, he might lead a fairy type, Ironhead, stuff like that. And a lot of the time they'll like it lets you like lead it into like a bunch of offensive fighting types, like even like Lopunny, stuff like that, and just like you can tank the close combat. You can tank the Sneasler, Adamant, close combat, blah blah blah, all that stuff. And in Tailwind, it's so fucking fast. It outspeeds like the Delphox. It outsped Delphox's game, which was like a key aspect to me winning. And yeah, in best of one close sheet, this Focus Sash King Gambit's like really cracked. Yeah, so it's really good on ladder. So you'll see like how well it worked out for me this game. So he leads Mousehold Basculegion, which was just not a fucking lead I was expecting. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do my regular lead, and it's really good into his Delphox, and he just doesn't lead Delphox. So I'm like, okay, that's amazing. So I just choose to spread damage here. So he thinks that his Basculegion is faster than my Basculegion, so he goes for like Helping Hand Last Respects, but my Basculegion's faster. Truth be told, I didn't know if my Basculegion was faster or not, but had his been faster, I would have died to this fucking Helping Hand Last Respects. So good thing I EV'd this Basculegion to be fucking fast, right? So, and I Wave Crash it, and I'm like, oh, it's Choppleberry. I mean, sorry, it's Focus Sash, not Choppleberry. I kind of just assumed every Mousehole nowadays is holding Choppleberry, so the fact that it had Sash, I was like, oh, that's not great. So now I'm like, okay, this Basculegion is either Citrus Berry or Mystic Water, because my Basculegion outsped it, meaning it can't hold Choice Scarf, because my Basculegion is Mystic Water, right? So his can't be faster than mine from Choice Scarf, so that means it has to be either Mystic Water or Citrus Berry, is what I concluded. If we actually go back, yeah, so it's Mystic Water, yeah. But I didn't, like, truth be told, I had no idea what the item was. Obviously, I wasn't stream sniping, so I didn't know. So as soon as I got the information, I was like, okay, basically, it may lift this Kowtow Cleave that I'm sending into its way. So yeah, he kills my Basculegion here without, I think, so this will O-code even without recoil, thanks to Helping Hand, but if it, because of recoil, like, yeah. So the helping hand like kind of didn't pay out well for him because I won, like I either won the speed tie or mine was faster. And then yeah, he just straight up lived the Kowtow Clave. So I'm like, okay, this is a fat fucking Basque. Like holy shit. Like if we go into the calculator here, I'm just gonna like. So by the way, I had the calculator out during this game as well because I was just trying to like calculate if I my odds of like beating. Basically, when I play, I have calculator out, duh, so I can calculate stuff. Shocker, I know, right? So, yeah, so in the end game, we had a flow at like Delphox off, so basically, yeah, I was calculating that. And then my game after this, I won really quickly because I was fighting against Trick Room, and Trick Room players think they can just OHKO your King Gambit, and then you reveal the focus sash and they cry. So yeah, I didn't need to calculate all for that game, at least. Yeah, so if we just like put in the builder, like I'm just gonna keep it real, you guys. I am 32 adamant. So Kowtow Cleave does this much. Hello? So, okay, let's say he's using max bulk, okay? What? How did he live? I'm so confused. And then I was like, oh wait, friend guard. So friend guard, yeah. So if we go back to his stream, he has 201 HP, okay? So that means we can conclude that his HP EVs are this. So assuming he's max bulk, uh, so I just did how much to him? 201 minus 39. That is a total of 162, I believe. So I did 162 damage. Huh. Someone's fucking lying here. Oh, wait, sorry, 172. Is my math wrong? That's 172 damage. No, that's 162. I have no idea anymore. Basically, he's like max defense and I got a low roll, is my assumption here. So when I saw this number, I was like, huh, that might be max defense Basque. So no wonder my Basque outsped his Basque because his is really fucking slow. So here I'm like, okay, the Sucker Punch Dazzling Gleam is just like such a good pin here. The only problem was he knew like it was so fucking obvious that he outplayed it. It was so obvious that I made this play. So okay, if you want to go a level deeper, you can just protect the Floette. So yeah, so I Sucker Punch, it failed because yeah, and then Dazzling Gleam connects, and I'm like, okay, well then, this is just bad for me. Like, okay. Now so this is when I pulled the calculator out. This is the calculator, you guys saw me doing, which was, okay, now that I got hit by that really fat fucking Aqua Jet, can I live a Heat Wave? So that was the last calc I did. And I was essentially like, by the way, this was the only calc I did. The whole game was just, hey guys, do I live a Heat Wave from Mega Delphox? The Basque Legion thing, obviously, like I didn't know the HP value, so I kind of just assumed he was like close to max HP and close to max defense. But after revisiting it, after the fact, I'm like, okay, that was very a good chance, like yeah, close to max defense Basque Legion. Obviously, I didn't know like what the damage numbers actually look like because Friend Guard is just like something unfamiliar to me. It's just like, okay, how am I supposed to calculate for Friend Guard? Like, because like you kind of just assume like a Kowtow Cliff will always kill, like like Cobra Berry Basque Legion isn't very common enough for me to like know the actual damage calc numbers. So I was like maybe going off of like going off of what's his face called Sucker Punch damage on like bulky Basques. So anyways, I think he went for Follow Me Heat Wave here, or sorry, no, he went for Helping Hand Heat Wave here. So I was trying to play around Follow Me. This is why I didn't Sucker Punch the Delphox, because I really thought he was going to follow me to like play around Sucker Punch. So I'm like, okay, I need to play around Follow Me. How do I do that? Protect. So the thing is, I didn't know how strong the Delphox was, so I had to protect the Floette. Protect and Kowtow Cleave. And this way, I can threaten Sucker Punch on Delphox next turn. And maybe I should have just targeted the mouse hold of the Kowtow Cleave, but I targeted the Delphox, which actually paid out really well for me. And funny fact,
Oh.
actually, he lives this. So he lived this, first of all, and second of all, he was like, "Oh shit, he's Focus Sash." So we both like fucking gimmicked each other again, I guess. So let's go on the calculator again real quick. So Kowtow Cleave, yeah, even a friend guard just gets fucking nuked, right? So now we see off his HP value, it's 182. I just put 32 in. Oh, it is 182. There you go. It's max HP. Now, have like if we put like a plus defense nature and max defense, then there you go. He lives. Now I'm starting to question how what the fuck like.
Oh.
But yeah, like,
Oh.
but it should have done more actually.
それ
So
は
now
ね、
you
そ
know
れは
what?
ね、
Just for this, I'm just gonna pull out my Switch.
それまずいね。
I'm gonna revisit my King Gambit set, but I believe it's max attack adamant stuff. Yeah, it's max attack adamant. I'm looking at it right now. It's the exact same spread as the one on the team builder here. It's the exact same spread as this. So now I'm just straight up fucking confused. Whatever. So yeah, he's like, so yeah, this is so strange. I'm fighting like, so he has his Basculation and his Delphox are like both like close to max HP and max, like Delphox literally is max HP, and they're like max defense and shit. Um, However, my interpretation. So okay, like let's look at something real quick. So when I'm making my moves here, I'm thinking Floette is slower than Delphox, and I don't have enough time to calculate like how bulky this Delphox is. So like, um, so now I'm thinking to myself, fuck, is my Floette faster? Like, can I even outspeed? So for context, I am 32 modest, which, by the way, makes it a speed tie, assuming he doesn't have any speed investment. My assumption, though, is that he does have at least 1 point of speed in, so I'm just gonna, yeah. So I need to get Tailwind up. How do I get a safe Tailwind up? I switch in I switch in Whimsicott. Now you guys might be wondering, what if he just Heat Waves here? And the thing is,
エル
I'm
フンいるからエル
Akaberry
フン
on
出せた
Whimsicott,
と思ったんだけど、
so I
ま
can
あそっちが
live
先のパターンもあ
here.
るのかな。
And here's actually something very cool. Is he clicks Super Fang into King Gambit, and why this is cool is because even though I'm 1 HP and Super Fang should cut HP in half, so it will just round up to 1. The damage number will round up to 1 and kill my King Gambit. So I love.
じゃあ怒り
So
の
yeah,
刃だっ
like
たんだ。
you be slow. Like
しかも
no,
これなんかファースト
like
入ってそうだな。
most people at this level would know about that interaction, but still, it's just the fact that it's just cool that he like yeah he still remembered it. Yeah. So anyways, and then so I see the Super Fang. I'm like, okay, Mousehold is faster than Delphox. Okay, and I'm just thinking to myself, okay, that does make sense because he like look at the HP he lived with the Kowtow Cleave. I just assumed the Kowtow Cleave would have killed Delphox. Now he goes for a follow me heat wave here, and he's like, okay, easy double KO, right? Wrong. So because my King Gambit is so fucking fast, because I'm using the Focus Sash set, after I Tailwind here, hold on, after we'll see. After I Tailwind here,
ああやばい明日も仕事それは
I
そう
actually
すぎる
outspeed,
それはそうすぎる
and yeah, so I clicked Tailwind very confidently because I was like, okay, like it might be awkward, like if Delphox is still faster, and then after I saw Mousehold outsped the yeah, I was like, okay, I'm faster. If Mousehold outsped, I'm faster. And then my yeah, so I knew my King Gambit will outspeed after the Tailwind here, and I was like, okay,
そろそろもらえそうや
let's
な
Kowtow kill this fucking Mousehold.
当たっていないどっかの身でした
And then he sees the yeah, so he sees that I'm faster, number one. Number two, he sees the Akaberry, and he's like, wow, this sucks.
嫌な
And now we have a 50-50. Now uh, had I just like if Delphox is just dead, this 50-50 wouldn't exist. But basically, I can just let her ruin the King Gambit and win. However, here's the problem. I don't want to gamble on a 90% here. So I'll let you guys in on something cool. I basically
これ
just
逆
went,
つきたいな
okay,
これめっちゃ逆つきたい
I'm gonna gamble that he's not gonna click Iron Head Protect I'm gonna gamble on him double swinging, or he doesn't want to because here's the thing. He knows I can just Light of Ruin this thing. I can just go for Light of Ruin Moonblast. So he's gonna gamble on that 10%, and I'm not. But
相手土下座怖い怖いよな。
throughout this game, I'm just thinking to myself, who is this Japanese player with like the super bulky sets? And by the way, his rating's super high. So his rating's super high, and I'm just like, dude, this guy's like really good. Like, I think he's gonna CD out. I think he's gonna CD. Like, normally I don't do this kind of play. Now, by the way, he doesn't even have Ironhead, so my play, like me not risking the 10%, like me going for this play I'm about to do doesn't even like. I'm playing around something that doesn't even exist. So I'm trying to play around Ironhead Protect because the thing is, I think my opponent's gonna maximize win odds and try to dodge the Light of Ruin. That's like their win con here. So I'm gonna go for Dazzling Gleam plus Moonblast here. Um, because I think that they see the out. I think they see the 10% out here. And the thing is, the thing is, he just doesn't have Ironhead. So I was playing around nothing here. I just,
土下座怖いよな。
I was playing around something that just didn't fucking exist. So normally in this scenario, I'm like, they're gonna Ironhead Protect. I'm gonna Light of Ruin the King Gambit. Yeah, and then Moonblast Delphox. But
いやいやヘッドに
but dude,
こう見えるよな。
but dude, like I'm just like, so yeah, he's going for Sucker Punch crit here because the game's practically over. But I'm like, dude, I think this guy's good enough to see the 10% outplay, and I need to like play around that. So that's why I'm going for Dazzling Gleam Moonblast here. So I like, yeah. So throughout this turn, I'm just thinking through it to myself. I'm like, okay, Dazzling Gleam Moonblast is how I play around the 10% here. I knew that I was fighting a good player, but my ass does not read Japanese, so I don't know who this is.
いやこの動きは耐えて
So yeah, I go for Dazzling Gleam Moonblast. And honestly, there is a chance that Dazzling Gleam plus Moonblast double on the King Gambit just kills it. It didn't. It was close.
全然知ら
So
んかい
I was playing around my opponent trying to maximize win odds here, just to find out that it didn't fucking matter. Yeah, but yeah, there you go. There's my game against UB Slow. Like one of the best players in the world, maybe the best player in the world. It was really fucking like cool fighting him. All I like, dude, I saw the name and I was like, okay, some Japanese player, like whatever, right? I saw the rating and I was like, oh, a really good Japanese player. But I didn't think it was UB Slow because the thing is, he had 2400 rating. Um, he had 2400 rating at the start of today, and I do like randomly see like Victory Road tweets when I'm on my phone of just like, oh, UB Slow is 2400. And I kid you not, when the match started, he was like 2300 something. Like he was in the low 2300s when I fought him here. So I was like, okay, this can't be UB. So like it being Ubisoft never passed my mind because I was like, dude, this is just like some strong Japanese player who's in the low 2300s. It can't be Ubisoft because he's the only player past 2400. And there we go. It was Ubisoft, but he lost a fucking ton of elo before playing me, and I didn't know that. So whatever. There's the analysis of me versus Ubisoft. Basically the only thing I really did that was like I had to like think about was like um I had to what's the word? I had to calc heat wave damage onto Floette, and I was just in the end I was just like, okay, I'm not risking it, even though like we found out later that he wasn't. Later in the like after doing the calcs, it's like okay, he didn't have enough special attack investment to kill my Floette because he's like nearly max HP in defense. But I didn't know this at the time, so I was just like, okay, I'm assuming worst case scenario, I'm assuming it's max power. So yeah, and then that same turn, I Kowtow cleaved and the Delphox lived, and I was like, oh, it wouldn't have been strong enough. But yeah, and then yeah, I did Dazzling Gleam Moonblast because I was just like, this can still kill Gambit because Moonblast is boosted by Fairy Roar, number one, and number two, what's the word? Uh, Number two, like I think this player is good enough to play around for Light of Ruin Miss. And then he just couldn't go for that play because the problem was that he didn't have Iron Head. But I didn't know that he didn't have Iron Head, so it was like it's whatever I guess. But yeah, so I kind of just auto won I guess with that play. But yeah, there you go. Hope you guys enjoy. Just gonna sign out. Peace.